Long ago, before mankind was even a footnote in galactic history, the Necrons ruled the stars. But the march of time and grievous war forced them into hibernation. For 60 million years, they slumbered, untold legions entombed in deathless slumber, waiting for the hour in which their rule would once more shape the galaxy. Now, at long last, that time has arrived. With the coming of Abaddon's Black Crusade, life stirs beneath dead worlds. The mad pharaoh Kefrek rouses the Neferu dynasty to war. Ships of living metal blacken the stars, immune to the perils of an uncaring void, harnessing technology far beyond mankind's grasp. These vessels bestride the stellar wastes of the gods of old, reuniting the sundered worlds of the Neferu in a single glorious purpose. But Kefrek's plans go deeper than mere reconquest. The expansion of dominion is but one step along the path that will either see him master of all he surveys, or the worlds bordering the Eye of Terror reduced to ash.
And so we arrive at the Sentinel Worlds. I've had to send a reactionary fleet or two to deal with the resurgence of the Necrons. They are a very, very powerful race, limited in number, but if they're allowed to swell those ranks, then they will take over the galaxy. They are powerful. And we are playing the Skalgrim mod, which adds a bunch of new ships to the Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 game, and there's no telling how strong the Necrons will be. So the reactionary fleet consists of Arbantalis from the Alpha Legion and a Dark Mechanicum fleet, comprising mainly of battleships and escorts. This first system is we just want to set a foothold in the Sentinel Worlds, and then we will try and contain the Necron threat. So there is only one small fleet here defending this system, so I'm pretty confident that we have enough firepower. But like I said, I haven't fought the Necrons in the new mod, and we are at the stage of the campaign where there are Titans on the field, so it does worry me somewhat. Got a bunch of Cliptic Scalpels and a few other escorts here. They are long-range sniper escorts, as well as a couple of Iconoclast missile destroyers. Okay. Yeah, so we've got battle cruisers, grand cruisers, a couple of battleships, as well as Arbantalis' flagship, I believe. So what will we do with the fleet composition? So Arbantalis and the Dark Mechanicum Admiral are in battleships. So yeah, this is all battleships, no Titans with us today. Got a Fallen Angel, a Zana, and another one. I have not used any of these battleships in combat, and holy moly, we've got a Titan Anubis. Anubis class Titan. It's got Yadrazar focus lenses. What are they? It's a new weapon. Lots of lightning arc turrets on those battle stations at the rear of the field. That's an optional objective. We might send up the scouting force, and we'll send up the line of battleships now to confront this Necron threat. First clash of Chaos and the Necrons. In the lore, the Necrons do their best to stop the Eye of Terror from opening up a full. If I remember correctly, there were some Necron artifacts or pylons on the Cadian world, or around the Cadian world, and they were instrumental in helping keep the Eye of Terror at bay. And with Cadia cracked, that defense fell.
Reporting.
I'm no lore master, but that's what I remember. Alright, let's move up and try and take down the Anubis. Threatening name. He sent out a wave of fighters. The Scythes, I think they're called. We should probably... Whoa, they do a lot of damage. Straight through the shields. Oh, I forgot about that. Necron fighters go through your shields. Alright, so that was that was a big mistake. We send out a wave of strike fighters now to try and engage them long enough for the turrets to start doing some damage, but we need to keep them away from the battleships, so we're just going to feed them some fighters. Try and whittle down their numbers as we make an advance towards. I believe all of our battleships are armed with the Nova Cannon, so we're going to use that en masse here. We've got a bunch of Nova Cannons to drop. We want to try and do as much damage to this thing as we can, trying to stay outside its weapon range, but I believe it has very long range weaponry. Oh, it might actually get out of those Novas. Not quite. A little bit of damage, and maximum damage from the third one. Just under an eighth of the damage. Whoa. Taking some alpha strike there to the Fallen Angel. That is the previous flagship of Arban Talis. No longer the flagship, he's now moved to a larger ship. But it's been a faithful part of our campaign, almost as long as Malos's old flagship, the Sin of Envy. More Necron fighters are moving out. Don't really need to use the sensor array, but we will anyway. We need to get the rest of the fleet engaged with this thing. It doesn't appear to have the teleport ability that the Necron ships should have. It seems to have a high energy boost. Thankfully, because if this thing dropped into the middle of our formation, it would probably kill us. One of our battleships is taking massive damage. We are doing hardly anything to this thing. Get some boarding actions on board. Oh, jeez. Third of the damage of that battleship, Mithraic Arc. We need to get them out of the fight. They may already be down. The Necron weapons are going straight through our shields. Well, their lance weaponry are. Anyway, the lightning arc turrets don't seem to defeat the shields. Oh, the follow-up battleship. Oh, the Grand Cruiser Samak Abhorrent. It's going to sacrifice itself, I think. We're just going to have to throw it away or get behind the turret arc of these ships. No, it's too late. That Grand Cruiser's been with us for a little while too. I believe that was the flagship of our Dark Mechanicum Admiral for a while. But his ship was absolutely obliterated. Lots of damage. We're going to need to move the escorts in. Fallen Angel's going to have to take the fight to him. Send out the Thunderhawks. The Dark Arc. We just lost an escort. Fallen Angel's getting pounded. The Necron ship's just set up station now. He doesn't need to maneuver. He's just going to batter us with his supreme firepower. Trying to get those boarding squads in close. If we can get him into a awakening status, which is like call to arms on our ships. Oh no, Fallen Angel's about to go. That was a ship that we stole from the Space Marines when Arban Talis joined us, and it's now succumbed to the Necron firepower. The warp reactor going up, sending out a shockwave across the void. We are getting through this Necron's armor. We are going to take him down, hitting him with a Nova Cannon. But the Dark Arc needs to get out. Lost their bridge. They're mutinous. The crew starts to mutiny, but the warp reactor's gone up and the Dark Arc is no more. We've lost 2 battleships to this Necron, single Necron ship. We need to get our battleships out of here. The Zana is in trouble. She'll be the next to fall if we're not careful. Those Necron weapons do not care about our shields. The technological prowess of the Necrons is just... it just pales in comparison. We pale in comparison to him. So much firepower. This is one of the new ships added with the mod. And it is a worthy Sentinel as an entrance to the Sentinel worlds. It's making our ships look like amateurs. He doesn't even have to do anything. He's just sitting there, weathering the storm. We've got a fleet of light cruisers now come onto the field. Battleship Zana, we've had to kill the captain. The XO is now in charge. And we're going to pull him out of the fight anyway. Got boarding actions on the Necron ship. The light cruisers are just out of range. They are stealthed, so they won't be immediately obliterated until they're detected, which might happen any second now. Gone stealth mode, so the Necron fighters will go back. Trying to get the boarding pods through, so I sacrificed some fighters. There we go. 35 boarding actions on the Necron Titan. He's now activated Awakening Warriors, which means he is somewhat less combat effective. He's lost a lot of his skills. Our battleship's just retreated, the Zana. What am I gonna do about the Necrons? That was one single ship. If they had a fully defended system, I don't know if I'd be able to take it. Obviously, I will bring Titans to fight them. The battleships just weren't enough. Perhaps even a small fleet that stays stealth the entire time because he can't teleport would be my only other option. But he's just got so many strike fighters. I'm gonna have to come up with a plan on how to defeat those guys. I could always bring the Annihilator cannons, just delete them off the map. So we were able to make a foothold in the Sentinel worlds, but at what cost? We've lost a lot of our escorts. We've lost, what, 3 battleships, and we actually had more fleet power than the Necron, and we just got chewed. And that's why we didn't get much experience from that. We actually outpowered him on paper, but not on the battlefield. On the battlefield, he chewed us to pieces. And look, the next system's got 2, the next one's got 3. I did underestimate the Kefrek dynasty, and now I've got to deal with Spire in the meantime, and I've got to get my most powerful fleets down to the Sentinel worlds. So we will take 2 Titans and a cruiser and a light cruiser, and we're going to fight Spire.
Last, Spire is within my grasp. His crews are weary, his reinforcements overdue. There will be no escape. All vessels, target the enemy flagship, maximum firepower. I will have Spire's charred corpse as a trophy.
Charred corpses as a trophy? On the Braggat's Betrayal, we've got a few of those. Now, I will confess, this mission I have had to play. This is the 3rd time I've had to play it. And that's because I was too eager, and I killed Spire and broke the mission. And then the second time, I broke the mission by being too eager. So I have to let the mission triggers play out.
Shelter only until the danger is past. Relay projected countdown to all vessels. Let none be caught unawares. Reporting.
Alright, so we have to get up here, destroy this fleet, but don't kill Spire's ship.
Doomfire's unleashed.
The first time I played it, I just charged in there. Skulls for corn! I was screaming as I charged in to kill Spire, and we killed him, but I broke the mission. So that was unfortunate. But we've come back, and so now we're just going to devastate his guard and let him flee like the coward that he is. His plot armor is immense. Unwavering is the strength of the Emperor's plot armor and all those who serve them.
By the Emperor, we are outmatched. Fall back to rally point Omicron Tiber.
Yeah, so it was about this time I just charged straight into him with the Braggat and rammed him to pieces.
Your orders.
Nice Nova Cannon.
Executing high energy turn.
The Astrodominus, the battle barge. It's really just a showpiece now. My aim is to not lose it like I did the Fallen Angel, which was our other showpiece ship. Just, those render cannons living up to their name, rending rending the Imperium defenses from the sector. Beautiful. Carnage! War! But not the Orky type. The Chaos type. Spire's looking in the rearview mirror and he's thinking to himself, I should have stayed in the warp. It was safer. There we go, the last of the defenders. Everyone else can run away. Call in the help. It won't help. But just need to make sure that I don't damage everyone here because we're very close. This map has solar flares, so hiding in the clouds is a necessity.
Phalanx to all Imperial forces. We are your shield and the enemy's doom. Let Dawn's magnificent daughter weather this storm.
Confirmed, Captain. Spire to all escort vessels. We're clear of the fight. Assist the Phalanx any way you can.
You cannot hide, Spire. Cower behind the Phalanx. Send everything you have into the fray. It changes nothing.
Bloody coward.
Where is Hellbreed? We haven't the numbers to manage this.
And the goddamn Phalanx. This thing refuses to die. It's got plot armor too.
Need to sacrifice us. Well, we shall not die easily.
Every time I've faced it in the campaign, it's defending a system. And then it runs away when it gets too damaged. I hate it. And now Korn's battleship render is going to get caught by a solar flare if he's not careful. Whoa, that's a lot of fighters coming for our light cruiser. Scout cruiser, turn about, boost away. And once we're out of range, we will go to stealth mode, and that should get rid of them. And here comes... Send out some fighters to block. And then that way our turrets will be able to engage as well. But we do need to get light cruiser into the cloud. But he's overshot it. They're dropping a Nova cannon on us. Or a plasma bomb. They're going to push us out of this cloud before the solar flare hits. The solar flare is a pain in the ass. It sets fire to your ship. Takes away your shield. Does lots of hull damage. Trying to dance the battleships and titans into this tiny little cloud before it strikes. Going to have to sacrifice the light cruiser, I think. I don't have time. Turn around. Speed parking the capital ships in the safety of the cloud. Oh, now they're going to drop a bloody Nova cannon on us. Hopefully it's just a stasis bomb and we can just sit here as the solar flare passes over us. Keeping in mind that the Phalanx is bearing down on our position. Yeah, it was a stasis bomb, that's fine. Adding a measure of protection to us in the void cloud from this solar flare. I'm curious if the solar flare will damage the Phalanx. We're going to lose our light cruiser. And it's passed over. We are safe to maneuver.
Show us our victims.
It doesn't look like the Phalanx was affected apart from losing its gigantic shield. And this is going to be tight. We want the Titans to fight him. But I need this stasis field to run out. Fortunately, our lance weapons aren't affected by the stasis field, but our macros are, and the render cannons as well. Oh, light cruiser survived the solar flare. And that ship that was trying to pursue is about to be obliterated. They managed to get some boarding pods on board one of our ships, but only 2. Not many. Now it's time to move out and engage the Phalanx, and it's supporting... Look at that instant mutiny. Witnessing the Braggart's betrayal, exiting the void cloud. A demonic scream coming out of the siren projectors on the side. Definitely a Slaneshi ship. Fast. wants to get into melee combat and will tear you to pieces. Erotically. Okay, so we're trying to draw away the phalanx from our smaller ships. Massive broadside from the bombardment cannons. Fortunately, the shields were able to hold up. We'll send out a volley of torpedoes. Bragat has overshot the Void Cloud for stealth, but it's okay. We want to draw them towards him. Taking care to keep them inside the cloud so they don't get spotted by the massive artillery on the phalanx.
Moving to those coordinates.
Astral Dominus needs to get its shields back up. Phalanx feels stronger this time. Taking out the engines of that light cruiser, she's done for. And then we'll get Bragat back into the cloud, and that should draw the aggro of the phalanx away. He'll try searching elsewhere now. Send out a spread of torpedoes. Yep, so now that we've cloaked up the Bragat, he's turning towards the last known position of our other ships. So we'll get Bragat back out so that he becomes a sensor blip. But he's not detected.
Show us our victims.
Don't want to go straight into that plasma bomb.
Setting course.
Thing's massive. I want one.
We stand ready.
Now, as long as we stay outside the sensor range and away from his strike squadrons, we should be able to fight him with impunity.
Reporting. To the slaughter.
Oh, Spire, how you evade me. Get out of the way of those bombardment cannons. He's seen us.
Moving to those coordinates.
He's got a long detection range. Super Void Shield there, blocking the volley, but now his strike fighters are out on our tail. We need to get to the Void Cloud and stealth up again.
Reporting.
We can't afford to face them with the two battleships here hidden in the cloud. But now we have a rear shot. We're going to send some torpedoes into his engines.
We stand ready.
There's a small supporting fleet here, which the Bragat's Betrayal will be able to deal with, while the Phalanx chases her down.
Show us our victims.
Although strike fighters didn't lose lock, they're still coming. Boost, boost, boost. We need to go straight through them. And out of the plasma bomb. We're running out of boost though. Just enough to make collision, but now we are out of... We're out. We're gonna make these guys mutiny and get off the field. Absolutely destroying this small supporting fleet. If we can get this fleet admiral, I'll be happy, and then we'll get back into the shadows. That solar flare is coming. Get the second volley of torpedoes up. But it looks like she's turning around now.
As the War Master wills.
Alright, that was the last salvo of torpedoes that we can send off. Alright, we've been stealthed up, but it has shot bombardment cannons at us anyway. As long as we move out of the way, maybe a couple of hits, but it's okay. Alright, get the Dread Claws out. Whew. She's a tough old girl. Fighting with a Titan and two battleships, so we don't have a full complement.
For the War Master.
Down to half health. This is good. Starting to strip the weapons off her as well. That's a major factor in defeating this thing. Disabling all the weapons, because mostly criticals aren't effective. You can see here there's no engines, bridge, or power room to take out.
Show us our victims.
Fortunately, she hasn't had a chance to get the shields up at all through this engagement. So every hit has been hull and body damage. We're gonna don't want to disengage. That was the wrong button. That's what I wanted to do. Demonic Ritual. Top us right up to the top of the second crew step.
Reporting.
Alright, he wants our blood now. She's going to keep coming at us.
Reporting.
We need to hold firm.
Doomfire's unleashed.
Alright, let's get
Setting
underway.
course.
Get up and say, hey, fight me. Not the little ones. Will she turn around?
Activated.
She's just going to drop her plasma bomb on our path. Smart.
Executing high
Yeah, that'll
energy
turn her
fire.
around again. That'll waste some valuable time. We got scenes
follow your
basically
command.
straight away. Doomfire's just got obliterated by all the turrets. 112 turrets. And she's determined to look in that cloud over there.
Orders. Engines hot. For the War Master.
There we go. She's going to investigate the sensor blip now. So close to us. If she detected us, she would just obliterate one of those ships, I reckon. With guns and also boarding actions.
We are unstoppable.
I'm thinking that her armor is minimal where the engines are. So keeping her face towards the Bragat is probably my best option. So we'll circle around. And we'll offer the broadside here.
Your orders.
Just in range of the lightning strike, that's useful.
Strike team slaughtered them.
Try and get some extra damage on, extra fires, etc.
Lord Ravager, you come late to the battle.
Oh, we got some reinforcements.
Imperial whelp, a lesson in slaughter beyond the system rim. I thought you had this matter in hand, but now I find you bound before this guilt. Must
Get out of the way!
battles also.
Just out in time. Excellent.
Lord Ravager, instead, my
We have been spotted, but we've got the super void shield up, so we won't take any damage for the next 10 seconds or so.
hold your tongue.
Oh, shut up.
Here, the phalanx is my pride.
You send your puny little light cruiser fleet to help us.
The fury of the Black Legion.
Shit. Bragat Betrayal just got its whole shield taken down. Next one is gonna hurt.
Master wills.
But it's all on now. We need to fight it.
For the War Master.
Oh no. Here come all the fighters. I need to put the battleships between the Bragat's Betrayal. We're almost there.
Will you allow this upstart to steal the fruits of your labors? Lord, it may not be my choice to make. The phalanx has begun preparation for emergency warp jump.
Get him.
The phalanx prepares to escape. All vessels commence boarding. Destroy it.
You can't. I've already tried. But we will try again anyway. He's almost dead. He's almost dead. Curse you. Escaping my wrath.
Fled. The phalanx has fled. Was ever a victory less complete?
Oh, shut up. Hellbreed. This is your fault.
A bold statement. How do you answer? There can only be one reply. Abaddon will learn the truth of this disaster, Hellbreed. But you will not live to face his judgment. You are a fool, Hellbreed.
Oh, shut up, Malos. Just kill him.
Ruinous powers as anything more than an example of wayward pride.
I can word bearers and they're talking.
Corn myself.
Kill them.
You dare think to depose me? I will be your death. I think not. All weapons, fire on Hellbreed's ship.
Yes. I was already on our way. I'm gonna have to do something about Malos and Arcus. They are annoying me. I have aspirations to take their place. And so Khorne's wrath, Astrodominus, destroying the Chaos ships and feeding them to the solar flare, as we will outrun the solar flare here and feed them to the wrath of the local star. Astrodominus just peeling Thraxos's ship. He's now on fire. The Lord Ravager falls. Try and get to this cloud before it hits us. Well done.
Well said.
Bragat can probably outrun it.
Glory awaits. Setting course.
Riding the fire for chaos. So once again, Spire has proven that he is nothing more than a coward and a cur and a sycophant of the Corpse Emperor.
Spire serves them, though he knows it not. And Hellbreed was found wanting. As have we all. Our forces are in disarray. Our enemies have taken heart from their victory. How do we proceed? The grander the hope, the greater the despair once it is crushed underfoot. Drang reports the Imperium and the Eldari have struck common cause. They think us weak, broken, vulnerable. Yes, let the stars shake to the screams of our foes.
Fucking phalanx. Getting away. I fought it like 3 times throughout the campaign now. Regardless, let's move on. The solar disturbance will happen in battles from now on. And we've moved up to Renown rank 11, giving us a fleet capacity of 1,400 and a large leadership in battle.
Eldari and Imperial vessels are closing in on your holdings in Skelos.
Inevitable. Where do they muster?
Kolan, in the Medusa sector.
So the sons of Ferrus Manus are involved.
I believe so. Though their forces are not
Ferrus
yet at full
Manus,
strength,
isn't that
they soon
the
will
Iron
be.
Hand, I
And
believe?
now is the time to strike. Scatter them before your mighty hand.
Unexpected alliance. Desperate about the inexorable events of chaos, the Eldari and the Imperium have forged an alliance. It won't help them. It won't help them at one little bit. The only threat to us really are the Necrons, and I am going to make them a priority. But we did need to deal with Spire, and now that he's retreated from this sector, the Obsidian Depths, we're in good stead. We are in good stead. Got some Tyranids left. Once I take over the Obsidian Depths, I'll be able to stop invasions of this sector. We have access to yet another fleet. The 9th Black Legion fleet. Let's get in here and have a look at what we can give them. They were very cheap because their flagship was a Phaenite Stalker, which is very, very cheap ship. So I've got free choice for their flagship. And I don't know what I'm going to use. Fidelitas Lex. Fidelitas Lex. Yeah, that sounds cool. Let's go with that. We're just basing it. I haven't explored every single ship. I'm just going by feel. What an admiral I think they should have. I'll give them a bunch of escorts as well, I think. Just so they're not on their lonesome. Bunch of apostates. There we go. Got a battle cruiser, a Titan, and 3 escorts. And wow! That's a cool looking ship. The Flying Chaos Cathedral. Very, very cool in the Black Legion's color. It's got all the standard stuff. Morale immunity. That's good. Super heavy weapons. It looks like it's got 360 arc of fire. The Battle Cathedral on the back gives it 360 degree field of fire. That's really cool. I don't think there are any other ships that have that besides the battle stations. And if you're enjoying the series so far, make sure to tune in next time as we start to build up our forces to take the fight to the Necrons, and then we can concentrate on finishing the 13th Black Crusade.